Torchlights sweep in the evening sky, piercing clouds and illuminating a towering edifice in the form of 20th Century Fox, with the lights of Hollywood, palm trees, and the hills beyond. Scrat hops over a blue surface, grabs his acorn, and snuggles it. The blue surface tilts right, then left dramatically. Scrat scrambles, drops his acorn, and clings to the now vertical surface. The view widens, revealing blue letters on a white background. Blue Sky Studios. A purple nebula comes into view in the midst of outer space.
The universe. A vast expanse of space and matter. It includes all that we see and all that we know. Since the beginning of time, we have wondered how it came to be. A gloriously orchestrated plan? A chance series of events? Or something much, much dumber?
Now, on Earth, Scrat bounces out of a snowdrift, holding his acorn. In the deep drift, he pops the acorn out of the snow, carrying it above his head. Titles appear. 20th Century Fox Animation presents a Blue Sky Studios production. He marks an X in the ice and places the acorn. The ice cracks beneath him and he falls into an underground cavern. The acorn drops in after him and bops him on the head. He grabs it and sniffs the icy floor. As he tries to bury the acorn in a frozen underground stream, it bounces off of the ice and causes his whole body to vibrate. Getting dizzy, he drops the acorn, then quickly retrieves it and jams it inside a frosty outcropping. The entire cavern suddenly lights up, and ice melts all around to reveal the inside of a spaceship. Giant wall panels slide open to a view of the outdoors. Scrat's inside a flying saucer encased in a pillar of ice. A seat rises up underneath him. Control screens pop up as well, and a steering column, holding the acorn, pivots in front of Scrat, making his eyes spin around as he watches it. As he tries to yank the acorn loose, lights activate. The saucer bangs into one side of the ice pillar, flattening Scrat in his seat. He keeps trying to free the acorn, causing the ship to bounce around in every direction. Then he shoves the column all the way forward. The flying saucer rockets into the sky. The G-force causes Scrat to sink into his leather seat as he reaches outer space. As his jaws snap all the way open, a red light flashes. He's headed straight for the moon. The ship bounces off it and knocks apart a cluster of planets like billiard balls. An airbag inflates, throwing Scrat into his seat. Seeing one of the planets barreling towards him, he steers out of its way. He hangs on for dear life as the joystick bucks him around his command station. The ship bounces between the planets as if it's in a pinball machine. Scrat's face drags along the control screens, activating a laser blast that sends a planet bouncing off Jupiter, leaving behind a big red spot. Another blast knocks Saturn inside its rings. Scrat gets spanked by the flailing steering column. A third laser blast causes a planet to bounce through the cosmos, where it creates constellations of a centaur shooting an arrow through Scrat's acorn. Back on the ship, the control panel electrocutes him. Outside his window dome, the sun flares brilliantly as the planets of the solar system fall into their orbits. Scrat cries floating tears of wonder, which short out a circuit board. As the saucer rockets into motion, Scrat flies into an airlock where both he and his acorn get encased in spacesuits and jettisoned outside the ship at the end of a tether. Two moons collide and shatter into millions of asteroids. One knocks away Scrat's acorn. He tries to dodge several others, but one whacks him and sends him spinning around the saucer at the end of his tether.
Oh no!
Wrapping around the ship, he gets tied up against the glass dome as it careens toward a giant meteor. The saucer plows into its center and sends Scrat crashing out the other side. He sees the acorn right in front of him. He hugs it. Bounding off the surface of the meteor, he leaves behind a dusty boot print. He stuffs his acorn in the ground. As he victoriously plants his foot on top, a crack rips across the meteor and the whole thing starts breaking up. He dives on top of the acorn, but his tether pulls taut and yanks apart his spacesuit, leaving him inside just his glass dome helmet. Still lodged in one half of the meteor, the acorn tumbles out of reach in a haze of purple vapor, as the debris field drifts on a collision course with the Earth. Balled up inside his helmet, Scrat looks on helplessly. He guiltily scampers away. Meanwhile, space rocks with turquoise ice orbit toward the violet glowing meteor. The two crash together, forming the tidal Ice Age collision course. They explode. On Earth, the mammoths play hockey with a turtle shell.